Hey guys, have you ever stopped to think if your cat really knows what you're thinking? Or is it just chilling there, pretending not to care about anything? Today, we're going to explore one of the most fascinating mysteries of felines. Can they understand our emotions? And more, do they know what we're feeling, even when we don't say a word? You'll be surprised by what we're going to discover today. So get comfortable, grab a coffee, and don't go anywhere because you won't want to miss a thing. And of course, go ahead and leave a like if you love cats as much as I do. First, let's talk about how cats can really pick up on our emotions. They're masters at reading our body language, and yes, that includes understanding what we're feeling. Isn't that amazing? Cats have an impressive ability to notice subtle details that we often don't even realize. When you get home and your cat comes up to you, it might be more than just a greeting. In reality, they're reading your energy and trying to understand how you're feeling in that moment. It's like they have an emotional radar, and they can even tell the difference between a genuine smile and a sad expression just by the small changes in our facial features. Did you know that cats can even sense when you're feeling down? They're super sensitive to our posture, the tone of our voice, and even our breathing. When you're having a tough day, you might notice your cat approaching you more calmly, or even lying on your lap, trying to comfort you. It's like they sense your need for companionship and affection without you saying a word. Of course, each cat has its own personality, but many of them share a strong emotional connection with their owners, almost like a silent but very present support. So, the next time your cat looks at you with those mysterious eyes, remember, they might know exactly how you're feeling. But how do they do it? Well, the answer lies in their incredible senses. Cats have a unique sensory ability that makes them even more attuned to our emotional state than we realize. Let's start with hearing, which is highly sharp. They can pick up sounds and frequencies we can't even perceive. This means they can notice subtle changes in our voice, like a lower tone when we're sad, or excitement when we're happy. Also, they're extremely attentive to the rhythm of our breathing. When we're stressed, our breath may become faster or irregular. And cats, with their sensitivity, can recognize these patterns and understand that something's wrong. But it doesn't stop there. Cats also observe our movements and facial expressions, which helps them read our body language. When you tense up or approach them in a different way, your cat picks up on these changes and understands that you're in an altered emotional state. Even the smallest details, like a sigh or the way you get up from the couch, can send a message to your cat. And if you think your cat only reacts to your voice or gestures, wait until you hear this. They can also identify changes in our scent. That's right. Cats have an incredibly refined sense of smell, and they can notice shifts in our scent caused by emotions like stress, joy, anxiety, or even fear. When we're under pressure or experience strong emotions, our bodies release chemicals that alter our scent, and cats, with their sensitive noses, know exactly what's going on. This amazing perceptive system helps the cat connect with us on a deeper emotional level, without us having to say a word. It's like they're some kind of emotional detective, always paying attention to any sign that reveals our state of mind. Now, you might be wondering, how does this reflect in my cat's behavior? Well, cats have this incredible ability to connect emotionally with humans, and they show it in very subtle ways. A cat's behavior can be a true emotional language, and often we don't realize that they are trying to communicate with us in a much deeper way than we imagine. Have you ever noticed that when you're feeling sad, your cat might come and rub against you or even jump into your lap? You might think, they're just seeking affection. But in reality, they're not doing this just out of neediness or to get attention. Many studies suggest that when cats do this, like rubbing against you or curling up next to you, they're actually trying to comfort you. In their own unique and instinctive way, they sense your emotional energy changes in your posture, your tone of voice, and even your facial expressions, and they respond to it. For a cat, this is a way of showing empathy and support. It's not just about getting closer to feel safe. They come closer because they know you need company, affection, or even a bit of peace during a tough time. And there's more. Cats also have the ability to sense when your emotions are improving. Have you noticed that after a while your cat might start acting more playful or even go back to its usual behavior? This doesn't happen by chance. When they sense that you're feeling better, it's like they're reading your emotional state and responding to it. If they perceive that you're more relaxed, they might also relax because, in some way, they're feeling the relief you're experiencing. This emotional connection goes far beyond a simple physical interaction. It's almost like the cat can sense and understand your inner world. That's why, when your cat approaches and tries to comfort you in such subtle ways, they're offering you more than just companionship. They're becoming a kind of silent emotional support, but one that is incredibly present and comforting. And isn't that just so cute? But it doesn't stop there. When you're happy, your cat feels that too. Cats are incredibly sensitive to our emotional states, and they respond to our moods in ways that can be both heartwarming and surprising. When you're in a good mood or feeling joyful, your cat might start following you around the house, wanting to stay close. It's like they want to be a part of the good vibes you're radiating. And if you're feeling especially playful, your cat might get extra energized and start playing more than usual. It's as if they're feeding off your happiness and returning that positive energy back to you. What's even more fascinating is that cats can actually imitate your behaviors to connect with you on a deeper level. Have you ever noticed your cat stretching when you stretch or yawning when you yawn? Cats often mirror our actions, which is a sign of emotional bonding. It's almost like they're syncing up with you to reinforce that connection. This mimicry shows that they are not only aware of our emotions, but also actively trying to engage with us in ways that make them feel closer to us. And when you're calm and relaxed, your cat will often seek you out, wanting to be near you. This could be when they curl up next to you or sit on your lap. It's their way of aligning with your peaceful energy. They recognize when you're in a state of relaxation and want to be part of that peaceful vibe. In this sense, cats almost become like your emotional thermometer. They can sense when you're at ease or when you need space and act accordingly. They're experts at tuning into your mood and adjusting their behavior to match it, making them not just companions but true emotional mirrors, reflecting your inner world and helping to balance your energy. It's almost as if they're a mirror of our emotions, and all of this happens without us needing to say a single word. Isn't that incredible? Our furry companions are able to pick up on the subtle shifts in our moods and react in ways that strengthen the bond we share. Cats have this uncanny ability to sync up with us on an emotional level, and it's truly amazing how attuned they are to our feelings, even when we don't express them aloud. And you want to hear something really interesting. Cats can even imitate our tone of voice. It's not just the physical behaviors they mirror, but they also tune into the sounds we make. If you're speaking in a soft, calm voice, your cat might respond in a gentler way, almost like they're matching your tone. It's like they're consciously or unconsciously trying to harmonize with you, creating a peaceful, balanced environment. They're so sensitive to the tone and cadence of our voices that they know when to approach us with that quiet, comforting meow, or just sit quietly by our side. This not only strengthens our bond, but also contributes to a calmer, more serene atmosphere at home. I get a bit emotional just thinking about it, because it's such a beautiful thing to experience. The way they can sense our moods, adapt to our emotions, and even communicate with us without words is simply heartwarming. It's as if our cats know exactly what we need before we even realize it ourselves, whether it's a moment of peace, comfort, or a playful burst of energy. They're truly masters of emotional connection, and it's one of the many reasons why they make such wonderful companions. Now, let's talk a little bit about a cat's emotions. After all, if they can perceive our emotions, how can we know what they're feeling? Well, the good news is that cats have a unique and very clear way of showing how they feel. But often, we need to pay attention to the details to interpret their emotions correctly. Just like us, cats express their feelings through behaviors and subtle signs that can vary depending on the situation. If your cat has dilated pupils and a puffed up tail, it might be super excited or even scared. This reaction typically happens when something excites them, like a playful moment, or when an unexpected situation causes them to feel alert, such as hearing a loud noise. When this happens, the cat is in a heightened state of awareness, ready to react to anything happening around them. But if the dilated pupils are accompanied by a more defensive posture, like ears pulled back or a stiff tail, it could be a sign of fear or discomfort. They're preparing to defend themselves if necessary. On the other hand, if your cat has half-closed eyes and is rubbing against you, it could be a clear sign of affection and trust. When cats slowly close their eyes, it's usually a way to show that they feel safe and relaxed. This gesture is like a feline kiss. When they rub against you, they are leaving their scent on you as a sign of affection, marking you as of their territory, but in a very loving way. This means your cat trusts you and feels comfortable in your presence. Cats also demonstrate emotions through their physical behavior, such as the shape of their body and the position of their ears. If the cat is lying down with their belly exposed or stretched out, it could be a sign that they feel safe and at peace. But if they're tense, with their back arched or ears flattened, it could indicate irritation or discomfort. So the next time your cat approaches you with a relaxed look and their ears calm, you'll know they're happy and comfortable. And if they back away or seem tense, it's a sign they might need a little space or that something is bothering them. Just like us, cats have a range of emotions, and with practice, you'll learn to read these emotions and create an even stronger connection with your feline friend. Did you also know that the way cats meow can change depending on their mood? It's fascinating. Cats are incredibly expressive, and their vocalizations are one of the most direct ways they communicate with us, even though they're not using words. When a cat feels more confident and calm, their meow tends to be softer, often with a relaxed and gentle tone. You might hear a quiet, pleasant meow when they're content or when they want to greet you in a friendly way. It's like a little vocal hello or an invitation for attention, all without any sense of urgency. On the other hand, cats that are nervous, anxious, or stressed tend to increase the volume of their meows, or even produce higher-pitched, more intense sounds. This type of meowing could be their way of expressing distress or trying to alert you to something that's bothering them. A sharp, loud meow might indicate they're feeling threatened, frightened, or overwhelmed by something in their environment. It could also be a sign that they want something from you, like food or attention, and they're trying to get your attention quickly. These changes in pitch and tone are often how cats express their emotions and communicate their needs. Interestingly, cats also develop unique vocabulary with their owners. They might have one specific meow that they use only with you, which is a clear indication that they've learned to communicate with you in a way that feels personal and effective. Over time, they learn the exact tone and volume needed to get your attention or make their needs known. They're constantly fine-tuning their communication skills based on their experiences with you. What's even more amazing is that cats also use their meows to communicate with humans, but not necessarily with other cats. Adult cats, unlike kittens, don't typically meow to one another. Instead, they reserve these vocalizations specifically for their human companions. This means that, in a way, they've adapted their communication to bond with us more effectively. Whether it's a gentle purring meow when they're happy or a loud, insistent one when they need something, cats are truly masters of nonverbal communication, using their voices to express a wide range of emotions and desires. So, the next time your cat meows, take a moment to listen carefully. There's a good chance they're telling you exactly how they're feeling, and it's up to you to decode their unique feline language. Now, if you want to improve your emotional connection with your cat even further, I've got a few tips for you. First, try to observe the signals they give you. Pay attention to the little details, like the way they look at you or how they behave around you. This will help you better understand what they're feeling. And don't forget that cats love routines. It helps create an environment of trust, which further strengthens the bond between you both. Another important tip: touch. Cats love affection, but each one has their own preferences. Some cats love a good scratch on the head, while others prefer a gentle rub on their back. Knowing what your cat likes will help you create an even stronger connection. And of course, play with them. Cats love having fun, and this will help them associate you with pleasant moments. Wow, isn't it amazing how much cats can understand and connect with us? Now I want to know, what behavior of your cat surprises you the most? Leave it in the comments. I love hearing more about your stories. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. And if you have a friend who loves cats, share this video with them. Who knows? They might be surprised by these curiosities too. Until the next video, everyone, and remember, never underestimate feline intelligence. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon with more amazing videos about our feline friends. See you later, everyone.